In old Copenhagen, born and raised in front of a book for he spent most of his days. Chilling out, Max and reading all cool and studying his way through Copenhagen school when his essay won gold at a national competition funded by the Academy of Science and Letters. He got one little thought and said, forget math, I'm moving into physics and changing my path. His Lutheran professor, dad, and his mom approved of his decision to study with J. Tom, so he got rid of his math and philosophy textbook and put on his lab coat and gave the atom a look.
Welcome to the second episode of the 12-part special series where we get to know a little about Niels Bohr. Hi, I'm Ron, and today I have two very special guests with me. Here is Niels Bohr, who we've brought back from our time machine, and Randy Historian. Thank you for joining us today.
Who are you? What are we doing here? What is this? I mean, where am I?
Yes, I'm very glad that you're joining us today on your own free will. So we're all interested in hearing a little bit about your career, Mr. Bohr.
I'm sorry, but who are you? And most importantly, where am I? And how did I get here?
So, Mr. Historian, would you mind telling us a little about Niels Bohr's early career?
Well, after he got his doctorate in 1911, his career as a scientist began with him studying under famous scientists such as J.J. Thomson and Ernest Rutherford. Then, using Rutherford's discovery on the atomic nucleus, Bohr had his breakthrough in physics.
Ah, I see. Mr. Bohr, would you kindly verify this?
Yes, that actually is true. But how do you know that about me?
Ah, Mr. Historian, would you kindly continue, please?
His various other experiments was his lead into a basic quantum theory tool, the correspondence principle. On top of all that, he gave birth to the principle of complementarity.
I never gave birth.
Oh, yo, someone's getting aggressive.
Oh, I'll show you aggressive.
Hi, it's Alex presenting to you the new Bohr model. You'll never be saying you're bored with the new Bohr model. It's unflawed. It's precise. It's concise. The regular atomic model is simple and lacking. This one simply isn't lacking. This is for scientists. Your science class. Your brains. Your future. Doesn't fabricate, doesn't mess up your mind. Try it out. Just close your eyes and store it in a small part of your brain. Or print it and stick it under your pillow. Made by Niels Bohr. You know Bohr always makes good stuff. The Bohr model utilizes the latest and most hip quantum radiation equations by Max Planck to determine and elucidate these discrete orbits. That's right, elucidate them. The Bohr model explains clearly that the electrons circling an atom occupy distinct orbits or energy levels, saving all the discovering work you have to do. Why would you want to work hard to discover it? The description of energy levels has never been more in depth. The Bohr model explains that electrons take energy when they move up, and release energy when they move down orbitals, and that they only do this when they change their energy levels. And did I mention that Bohr even tells you that the energy is released in discrete packets called photons? Since when has another scientist ever done this? Here's what some of our most satisfied customers have to say about the Bohr model.
The Bohr model changed my life.
Oh my god, I'm not obsessed with Ernest Rutherford anymore.
I love it. I just can't live without it. Oh, Bohr, you amazing dog.
You're gonna spend 20 hours a week trying to read other confusing models, you're wasting your time. The Bohr model never goes obsolete. It lasts forever. And the best part of it is that the Bohr model is completely free. Call now. You'll get one for free, plus a limited edition Niels Bohr fan poster. So that's a Bohr model and a limited edition poster for just $0. Call 1-8-BOHR model now and get yours today.
As you can see, we're back. It seems that we had an earthquake. That was why we had the break. I hope viewers at home are safe because that was one dangerous earthquake. I think it was a 7.
I thought it was a 9.
Yo, it's more like a 10.
Continuing with our show. Before, we were just talking about some of the successes that you've had, Mr. Bohr. So now we'll continue with which experiments led you to such discoveries.
Well, to start, some of the experiments that led to my conclusions were the experiments originally done by Ernest Rutherford. They established that atoms consisted of a diffuse cloud of negatively charged electrons surrounding a small, dense, positively charged nucleus.
Ah, I'm sure that's very interesting, had I understood what you just said. Mr. Historian, could you explain to us a little better in English terms what he just said?
The key to all his experiments came from the results of the Rydberg formula, which is concerned with the spectrums of various and most importantly spectral emission lines of the atom hydrogen.
Bingo! The instantaneous state of a quantum system encodes the probabilities of its measurable properties, or observables.
Yes. Thank you for joining us today, Mr. Bohr. Oh, and when you're 77, make sure you exercise. It could save your life. Yep, time machine's to the left.
You know, sudden activity at such an old age can trigger a heart attack.
Thank you for joining us, Vancouver. I'm Ron. Stay classy, Vancouver.